Sharma to please encourage the efforts of Vedanta Aluminium in the state of Orissa, where they are undertaking some of the finest engineering works out there. And the next project in line in the special mention award again goes to Vedanta Aluminium Limited for their project Red Mud Filtration and Recovery of Valuable Metals. I will request Professor Bhunia to please present over this award. Distribution Related Engineering Asset Management System, DREAMS. The project is implemented by CESC Limited. I will request their representative to please come and accept the token of thanks from Mr. R.K. Vash, Principal Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura. So we had deliberately kept the order of the award disbursement from the public choice to special mention, and now we will moving on to the jury choice awards. I have some 5 very special campuses, the educational campuses out here, to receive a token of appreciation, a token of thanks for their eGov campus initiative. On the United Nations Public Service Day, Engineering Watch in association with NIC, the Honorable Director General Dr. M. Moni. I would like to invite Dr. Moni to please come on the dais to be a special guest to disburse these eGov Campus Awards. So on that day we had unleashed a campaign as to how...
You said former Director General.
Sorry, sir. So the entire motive behind the eGov Campus initiative was to link up the various engineering colleges to work upon the various e-governance projects going all across the country. 77 campuses were accorded the status of eGov campus in a ceremony headed by Ms. Lise Grant, the resident coordinator of United Nations for India, and also presided over by Mr. Oscar Fernandez. And there was a whole dignitaries from Department of Electronics and Information Technology, and a whole lot of audience out there. So I would like to, these campuses were asked to work upon for 4 months on the eGov campus initiative. 5 campuses have really done exemplary work in these 12 weeks which have passed back. The best eGov campus for having implemented e-governance at their campus goes to ITM University. I would request the representatives from ITM University to receive a token of thanks from Dr. Moni. It was under Dr. Moni's inspiration that this entire initiative could take off, and it has been flagging that way. Quick.
Next place we go for special mention.
The second best eGov campus initiative goes to SRIT Anantapurmu. I will request the Honorable Convener of Engineering Excellence Awards to please hand over this award to the representatives of SRIT Anantapurmu. Sushil sir, please. The third best eGov campus initiative so far goes to Arya Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jaipur. I will request Professor S.K. Kak to please hand over this token of appreciation to Arya Institute. The fourth best eGov campus initiative award goes to APJ Satya University, Gurgaon. I will request Professor P.B. Sharma to please felicitate them with a token of thanks. The fifth best eGov Campus Initiative goes to Dr. MC Saxena, College of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow. I think they could not make it. We have two very special mention awards. One to Powai Institution for institutionalizing eGov with the district administration, Namakkal. Powai Institution, sir. I will request Dr. Moni to please hand over a token of appreciation to Powai Institution. Dr. Moni happens to be the program chair of the eGov Campus Initiative. And I would also like to invite Shobhit University, Meerut, for establishing Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies under the E-Governance Campus Program. Shobhit University, I think they could not make it. We will now come back to our main agenda, Engineering Excellence Awards. I skipped two special mention awards. I would like to invite the representatives from JK Files India Limited for their project Redesign and Technology Infusion and Engineering Files Manufacturing Process. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash to please hand over a token of appreciation to representatives of JK Files India Limited. Automated shaft bearing assembly line developed by Ring Plus Aqua, also entitled for a special mention award. I would request Professor Bhunia to please hand over the award to Ring Plus Aqua. Engineering defect. So we now move on to the most exciting and the most prestigious lap of today's evening, the Jury Choice Awards. These awards were duly evaluated, were duly analyzed by a eminent jury comprising of IIT, IIM directors, NIT directors. We have Professor Bhunia, Professor P.B. Sharma, Professor S.K. Kak. A whole eminent coterie of academicians had evaluated the engineering marvels created by the engineering majors of this country. We had from the very start created 5 categories under which we wanted to recognize the engineering marvels under innovation, engineering marvels for their operational excellence, for the self-reliance the projects have brought to the country, the all-round impact which the project has brought about, and the future readiness which the project has actually brought into the fray. So the jury has been pleased to announce the best, second best, and the third best awards in each of these categories. So I would now like to announce the best engineering marvels in the project innovativeness category. The best engineering marvel for project innovativeness goes to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for their project Weaponization of Advanced Light Helicopter Rudra. I would request all the dignitaries to please step a bit aside so that collectively these awards can be given away to these eminent representatives from these engineering majors. So maybe we can come a bit forward. It will be good for photography. I will request Sushil sir to please hand over this token of appreciation to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. for their project Weaponization of Advanced Light Helicopter Rudra. I would request the representatives to speak for 2 minutes about this project from the stage itself. There was a constant call after the live jury was cancelled. All the awardees, all the nominees had requested for a 2-minute speaking on their project. They had prepared very well for the live jury. So, sir, you can speak it from there itself in front of the august dignitaries.
Thanks everyone. We started the complex. We just started on we get designed, developed, manufactured, and participated in the certification process and finally got a product for the country. By increasing this product to our armed forces, a tailored product media as the servant to the nation in the world, which has got capacity to design, develop, and manufacture a helicopter around the world. The credit should go to 400 engineers who have been working on this project. The one which has been chosen today is the Mark IV of the ALH. Due credit should be given to our services. We decided to give a project to an Indian public sector rather than buying from the international market. Way back in 1984, the government decided, why not we have our own helicopter? Why should we buy? Then came the birth of Guru. Today, after almost 30 years, we can say that we have a product, and the testimony is what we received in Uttarakhand. 2 weeks, 24 machines, 1,000 plus parties, saved thousands of lives. We are very proud of that. That is very. This version of organization will go a long way in filling the gaps for our armed forces. And this is a project by the defense. I'd like to stop at this way. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would like to request Mr. R.L. Gupta and Mr. Girdhar Gulati to please also join in this celebration of the best engineering marvels in the various categories. Ravi, please help out. I would now like to invite Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India for their project Modernization of Ink Factory Banknote Press, Devas. It's the second best engineering marvel for project innovativeness. I would request Mr. C.S. Prasad to hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives of Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India. So the audience would like to have few words about this project. And so please introduce yourself and all the dignitaries who had come about this project.
I am Sudhir Sahu, GM Bangalore Press Devas, and I am having with me my director general, Sri Arthur, and manager party, Sri Mahapatra. We at Bangalore Press, we are printing banknotes and we manufacture the inks for the banknotes. Earlier, in the ink factory at Bangalore Press Devas, we were making inks for currency, for the passport, for the postal stationery, but later on, new features were added in the currency notes, wherein we required special type of inks. All these things we were reporting and we were paying a huge amount of money for that. Our company wanted to digitize these things as a result of early, we were able to produce these things in-house in factory, and in a short span of 3 years, in 2011, we produced around 270 metric tons of ink. Last year, we produced around 480 tons of ink, and this year we are targeting to produce around 630 tons of ink, which will save a considerable amount of foreign energy for us. And this is also going to help us to reduce the menace of fake Indian currency notes, because as a result of digitized production, we shall be able to introduce new features in our links so that the counterfeiting of banknotes is reduced. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would now like to invite the third best engineering marvel for project innovativeness. It goes to Pragati G plus 23 stories total precast residential building developed by Larsen and Turbo Construction. I would request Sri Girdhar Gulati ji to please hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives of L&T.
रवि स्टेज मैनेज करा रही हूँ, आगे आ जाए, सब आगे आ जाए, पीछे आ जाए, ऐसे करा रही हूँ। और फोटोग्राफी की अनाउंस है, स्टेज मैनेज करा रही हूँ, बीच में आ जाए, वहाँ बोल रहे कुछ कर रहे तो खड़े हो सारे।
I would request sir to please speak a few words about this project. Please introduce yourself as well, sir.
I am Madhav Deshpande, heading affordable and mass housing in Larsen & Toubro Construction. This project what you must have seen in the magazine is the deepest 22-story society in Asia. In all regards we have done, and this is in aspect of it is in Mumbai. And now we want to address with our innovative thinking and design the very need of Indian requirement of house. And this is, we are going because it's mass production, so we can afford, everybody can afford, and we can do good houses to lowest of government. And my colleague Susinu, he is our technical expert in Vikas initiative, will give some light on this.
Today the housing development area is over 70 million, and day by day we keep on increasing. Even today, the land is over 5 to 6 million. But today you ask me whether we have the technology to address this problem, we don't have. Especially the residential sector, we don't have much of the technology we are doing with the conventional construction. Now what we have is, we have to get into the manufacturing, whether how the parts are getting manufactured and distributed across the country. Like the construction industry also, they have to bring in that sort of mechanization. That is the reason, one of the reasons why we are going ahead with this, because everything can be manufactured in a controlled environment, and it can be shipped and it can be added. And if you ask me, go all over India, all over this technology is prevailing in infrastructure and other projects, but not in the residential sector. And also, especially about this project, this 23-story building, the high-rise building, first time in India we could do it in a 6-week zone. This is also which we broken here, because it was considered that because it's not suitable for the 6-week zone. And not only this, the lab of productivity has increased considerably, the lab of development has come from about 30%. And safety, if we talk about the safety, because everything is happening at the ground level, the lab of safety is ensured here, and literally there is no safety issues here. And also, it also contributes to the environment and sustainability, because we are not depending on natural sources much here, and also there is no traffic congestion because not much of vehicles are moving on the roads to the construction site, and it is not creating any noise, and there is no dust pollution also. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would now like to announce the winners of the Best Engineering Marvel for Operational Excellence. It goes to Vedanta Aluminium Limited for their project Conversion of ESP to Hybrid ESP. It has been adjudged as the Best Engineering Marvel for Operational Excellence. I would request Professor N.K. Goyal to please hand over this token of appreciation to Vedanta Aluminium Limited. I think we have had a word about this project earlier because it was the best engineering marvel as well. So great work, Vedanta. The second best engineering marvel for operational excellence goes to National Building Construction Corporation Limited for the EPC of complete civil, structural and architectural work of main power plant and procurement and erection of EOT crane for 2 into 250 megawatt unit 1 and 2 Korba East Thermal Power Station, Chhattisgarh. I would request Professor P.V. Sharma to please felicitate the representatives from NBCC for this fantastic project. So the audience would love to hear a few words about this. Please introduce yourself as well, sir.
Good evening to everybody. Honorable Member of Parliament, Chief Guest, and my dear colleagues. I am O.P. Vyas, now Chief Director of NBCC. Fortunately, this project was undertaken by NBCC when I was ADM in the Kashmir and posted this project. This project was a beautiful project undertaken by NBCC with a cost of 170 crores, completion period 34 months. And this project was of an old type project, EPC contract, that is engineering, procurement and construction. Here, the customer was Chhattisgarh Electricity Board, CSC. Our consultant for the project was PC, a renowned consultant. Their consultant was Gadget. So the project was constructed through various routes. Design was put on from one source to get checked to other source to be released for execution. So with all these things, I so far from shipyard to field, as shipyard, the entire main power plant building, ESP control room, boiler, and mill, bunker, all train foundations, road, drains, boundary walls, the total project was maintained. With all efforts and proactive actions, close monitoring, rigorous monitoring, coordination with various levels, we could complete the project in time without any cost and time over. After the completion of this project, the Chhattisgarh state had become, you can say, a power state or surplus power state at that time in 2008. Again, I thank to the jury, to the Member of Parliament and all. Thank you very much.
HLL Lifecare Limited has created an engineering marvel in the space of healthcare. It is adjudged as the third best engineering marvel for operational excellence for its project automation of needle assembly in blood banks. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash to please hand over this token of thanks to HLL Lifecare Limited. So you would like to know a bit more about this project?
Good evening, distinguished guests of the F1 and of the Knights. First of all, I would like to congratulate our companies on behalf of the chairman and the board directors. I extend our appreciation and thanks to the jury and our officials involved in the process of this election. National Healthcare Limited is a very public sector company under Ministry of Health, and we are having handling the operations, we are manufacturing various medical products, blood bags, bottles, surgical scissors, properties, and so many products we are manufacturing. This project is related to blood bag project. Myself, I am Puttalam Durai. I am joining the manager and the unit head of the blood bag manufacturing unit at Trivandrum. Blood bag is a sterile collateral, as you know, it's a sterile collateral device which is used to collect blood from donors. Normally, the blood bag, one of the critical points in blood bag is the needed product. Only point where the part is coming in contact with the donor. So the sterility, the quality, the integrity of that part is very, very important. Normally, in any blood bag manufacturing plant, the needed product, it consists of a needed folder, then a scientific cannula, and then cover. These three pieces are normally assembled manually. Most of the conventional blood bag manufacturing plant is done like that. But in our case, what we have done is we have designed and fabricated an automatic needle assembly machine without any human touch. As far as the medical base is concerned, this is very essential. This particular project involves a 16 station, the automatic system in which various operations. It is a combination of mechanical, electrical, and instrumentation systems involving the first is automatic guided repeater, then uploading, then UV querying, then vision control systems. You have to check the profile of the cannula. If the cannula profile is not good, we have to check, because otherwise this will involve more discomfort. Then synchronize it. You have to synchronize the needle. Then you have to check the again. Then further you have to load the third piece into that. Then final testing. Then after surveys, you have to do surveys in this. Entire process has to be done in a clean room, not center supervision. After that, you have to do field sterilization. As for the ISO and USP, United States Pharmacopoeia and English standard, you have to do field sterilization. So this is a very highly challenging task, and we have taken almost 1 year to sterilize. We have done this project in coordination with the Thailand universities. We have given the consistent fabrication of standard Thailand universities. Anyway, by implementing this project, we hope that our company vision is innovating for 20 years. We hope that in India, transmission is a major area. Lot of transmission reactions to transmission is happening. So this safe assembly of this needle assembly will help us to provide safe transmission. Millions of patients will be. Thank you very much.
I think this order of technical talk can only be appreciated by an audience of this genre, and it's really great. In fact, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh on the Golden Jubilee convocation at IIT Bombay had eulogized that today India needs national leaders from the fields of engineering and science, not just politics, sport and cinema. Science and engineering have to play a major role in the transformation of the Indian economy. I think these are the leaders in the field of science and engineering, which Dr. Manmohan Singh had mentioned last year at IIT Bombay. We will have more to come. Journalists are always in due paucity of time. They are always running after news. They have to leave their news desk and come even to receive an award. We have Mr. Bhupender from the Navbharat Times to receive a token of appreciation under the Educational Journalism Initiative. I would request Dr. Moni to please hand over a token of thanks